Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah.
And
Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Before we get started, please turn off your cell phones. This is a reminder. My name is Jo Ellen Bromberg, and I serve on the board as the fundraising chair. Tonight's service will be led by Rabbi Carla Friedman. Sharon Kubek, the daughter of the late Marcia Marshall, will be lighting the Shabbat candles. I will be assisting the rabbi with the opening and closing of the Ark.
oh, good.
Jay Bassin will carry the Torah, and Helene Bassin will dress the Torah. Tonight's Aliyah will be given to Ross and Barry Ross. The gabbai tonight will be Rabbi Carla Friedman.
Except for the parts when I'm reading don't look at me.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody understood that. We have some guests tonight. We're very happy to have all of our guests here. Geneva Thompson is here with
Thomas, over
I'm
there,
sorry.
right down there.
Yes, right
Yep,
there.
yep.
With her children, Olivia, who turned 9 yesterday. Congratulations.
Today. Today's the birthday, right?
Oh,
Yes,
it
it's a
is.
simcha. We'll be back on that subject
Yes.
later, yes.
Elizabeth, welcome. And brother Kenny Klein, welcome. We're happy to have you here. David Atkins, the brother of Michelle, is with us tonight. David,
David,
thank you.
thank you for prompting him.
We welcome everyone here, and now we will have...
Wait. We got more guests.
I'm sorry, yes. Friends of Dahlia and Steve Bear, Irene Schiffman. Irene, welcome. And Rod Edson. Thank you for coming and joining us tonight.
Okay,
Any other guests? All right, Rabbi.
that's it then, eh?
Your service.
Okay then. Okie dokie. Well, we're going to begin, as we like to do, by taking the opportunity to set the week behind us and to center ourselves and be ready to get into the spirit of Shabbat. So I'm going to ask you to put your feet on the floor, if you can. It's always a question. And your back against the chair. If you can do both of those, that's good. Oh, good. Came prepared. And I'm going to ask you to settle into the chair, close your eyes, just close your eyes, and just relax. Let your shoulders down, let them down, and pay attention to your breathing. And as you are breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out, let the tension of the week drop away and allow yourself to experience the pleasure of Shabbat. And here we are in our special place, in our community's home, and we are here for our community's purpose, which is to let go of the mundane and to open ourselves to the greater world, to the bigger things that are possible, to open ourselves to holiness and to spiritual renewal. That's what Shabbat does for us. So as you're breathing in and breathing out, I want you to concentrate on the breathing out and letting go, and breathing in Shabbat. And do that again. Breathe out the week and breathe in Shabbat. And do that one more time. Breathe out the week and breathe in Shabbat, and open your eyes. We are going to begin the service this evening with Esa Einai, which is a quotation, of course, from a psalm, and this is a slightly different setting. It's an original setting and a different one, And so I invite you to participate with the music that will be on the screen. Essa Enai.
Where does my help? Where does my help? Where does my help come from? I lift my eyes to the mountains. I lift my eyes to the mountains. I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help? Where does my help? Where does my
We continue now with the lighting of the Shabbat candles. Sharon? Now, Sharon, has anyone discussed with you the technological difficulties we've been having? No? No? Well, see, we light the candles, and then they go out. And we don't really know why.
That's my dad playing a joke.
It's your dad doing it, huh? Well, actually, I wouldn't be all that surprised. If you're going to begin with the reading, why don't you do that from over here and use the microphone, and I will leave this for you over here and wish you good luck.
Thanks. God help us now to make this new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and to infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of our reserves of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach towards one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu achad nechayer shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And we're going to continue with Kiddush, which is on the screen, and it's on page 123 in the prayer book. We ask the folks at home to raise a glass of wine and join us, and those of you in the sanctuary, please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat l'chaim. We're going to continue with Shalom Aleichem. The text for Shalom Aleichem is on page 142 in the brackets. Nobody told me to say the brackets. I remember it all by myself. That's the blue brackets. Thank you. Oh, it's the blue brackets. The blue ones.
That's confused with any other brackets.
Yeah. So in the blue brackets with the blue numbers in the blue brackets is the page number. So don't look at any other numbers, especially the ones that aren't blue. Okay then, we're going to be yes. Let's just do this. This is more fun than I can tell you. Shalom Aleichem.
Take this back.
that little one is 6 years old. And the older one on the violin is 8 years old. And the boy on the piano is 10. And the ballerina, I don't know. And that is their father, yes. And when you look it up online, they're identified as the Yeladim Me'adim. They're the children from Mars. That's what it says. That's what it says. Do they do anything else? Linda wants to know. I would expect that they do, but this is the only thing I have found online. Yeah, and think how many takes it takes to get them to, yeah. Anyway, we're now on page 144 for Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'yamad yivrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayduchol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'meru Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Olam Me'almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yithalal Shmei Dekudesha V'yichu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'meru. Amen. That concludes the introductory section of the service. With the call to worship, we begin the service itself. Please rise for the Baruch. Lai 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 Baruch hu et Adonai hamivorach Baruch Adonai hamivorach leolam va'ed Lai 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 lai. And we continue with a reading that is on the screen. It is not in the prayer book. And even with my new glasses, I can't read the screen, which is not good news. And I can't even do that. Here it is. Okay. So let's read together. To worship is to stand in awe under a heaven of stars, before a flower, a leaf in the sunlight, or a grain of sand. To worship is to work with dedication and skill. It is to pause from work and listen to a strain of music. Worship is loneliness seeking communion. It is a thirsty land crying out for rain. Worship is kindred fire in our hearts. It moves through deeds of kindness and acts of love. Worship is the mystery within us, reaching out to the mystery beyond. It is an inarticulate silence yearning to speak. It is the window of the moment open to the skies of the eternal. Did you like that reading? Yes. Yes. Good. And we're going to continue now with Ahavat Olam. And this is a melody that I think is familiar to you. And I encourage you to pay close attention to the people who are singing this. There will be a quiz afterwards. Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Hakei Adonai Eloheinu, v'shoveinu kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha. Le'olam ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. When we lie down, when we rise up, this joy will last forever. When we lie down, when we rise up, this joy will last forever, forever. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta.
They've grown up.
That's only one of the Platt brothers. That is,
That was only the one.
that is only one of the Platt brothers, and that's Jonah. And when you see it with the Platt brothers, all three of them, he's the one with the beard. Okay? He's wearing a, well, this was recorded at Sinai Temple in Los Angeles 2 weeks ago. Okay? And the gentleman he's singing with is the cantor at that congregation, and the guy at the piano is also singing. Okay? But it's only Jonah Platt. It's not the other two as
I
well.
thought that all three had grown up or something.
No, well, what you need to know about the Platt brothers, Jonah is an actor, and he has appeared in movies that you've seen. You may not know that, but he has. And his brother, Ben, won a Tony for his performance in... that's right. Dear Evan Hansen. That was in 2017, I think, that he won that. Yeah. And he's up for another one. He's been on Broadway again recently, currently. And the one who's in the middle, I can't find out anything about Henry. So we're hoping he grows up. But he is the youngest, yes. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to continue now, as we should, following Ahavat Olam, with the Shema. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. And there's the Shema. Please rise. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. And we continue now on page 157. This is a responsive reading. It's also on the screen, and I will start. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
And what they sang on the shores of the sea is Mi Chamocha.
Who is like you? Adonai.
Did you recognize that melody? That's Ilana Arian. Who was Stephen Weiss?
The name of the temple.
The temple is named for Rabbi Stephen Weiss, who was a leader of the Reform movement in the 40s, and he established the. He was a leader of the pro-Zionist movement in this country at the time, and had a lot of influence, by the way, on FDR.
And he tried to bring the Holocaust to light.
He did very much so. He tried to get not only bring the Holocaust to light, but pressure leaders of the government and people in the State Department to allow Jews to come from Europe. It didn't work, but he was in the forefront of that. Stephen S. Wise, yes. So that is going to bring us to a reading which is on the screen. And let's read together. It is evening, and children slowly dream away the storms of day. It is evening, and stars glow gently in the quiet heavens. Can we understand a dream? Find a net to capture the meaning of a glowing star? What bridge spans the vast space we must cross to reach understanding? How small are we who attempt the journey? And yet, somehow, we learn to find our glory in a brave and endless struggle to comprehend eternal mysteries. We are voyagers in an infinite sea, our destination always beyond the horizon, but we are voyagers. Hashkivenu.
Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Lay me down, God, in peace, and raise me up to a world of living. Oh, safe from the storm, in the shelter of your shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. If I could follow you and know all of your ways and wisdom, oh, you'd keep me safe, and I'd always praise your name. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
We continue with a reading that is on the screen. Let's read together. To live content with small means, to seek elegance rather than luxury, and refinement rather than fashion, to be worthy, not respectable, and wealthy, not rich, to listen to stars and birds, babes and sages with open heart, to study hard, to think quietly, act frankly, talk gently, await occasions, hurry never. In a word, to let the spiritual, unbidden, and unconscious grow up through the common. This is my symphony. You like that one too? Okay. And Yismechu.
ישמחו במלכותך, ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת וקורא יונה. ישמחו במלכותך, ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי שבת וקוראי עונג. המקדשי מקדשי שבי, המקדשי מקדשי שבי, כולם ישמחו ויתענגו מטובך, ויתענגו מטובך. מקדשי מקדשי שבי, המקדשי מקדשי שבי, למה ישמחו ויתענגו מטובך, ויתענגו מטובך. היי וישבי, רצית בו וקידשתו. היי וישבי, רצית בו וקידשתו. וישבי, רצית בו וקידשתו. וישבי, רצית בו וקידשתו. ימים אותו קראת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר זכר למעשה בראשית, חמדת ימים אותו קראת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר זכר למעשה בראשית.
I describe him as the un-Ozzy.
Close your eyes and just listen to his voice.
Because he has a very nice voice, and he is very engaged with what he's singing. He really is.
One needs a makeover.
Well, he needs some wardrobe consulting, I think. Yes. And we're not offering either. We're going to continue now with the central prayer of every Jewish worship service, which is the Amidah, the prayer said standing. And this evening, the entire Amidah will be on the screen, and we'll all be looking in that direction. And we will reconvene for Oseh Shalom. Please rise now for the Amidah, page 164 if you're looking in the prayer book. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. And we're going to continue reading silently.
ושלום עלינו.
May the one who makes peace in the heavens descend on us, and the world will say,
Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? Mhm. The last time we used this particular piece, we liked it so much we played it twice. It's true. We are going to continue now on page 362 with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah. And I know it's here because it was just the other day. It's the only reason I have any confidence in that, you know. We are on page 362 for Seder Kriyat HaTorah. Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kemaasecha malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor vador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Avarachamim heitiva virtzonecha et Zion tivnei chomot Yerushalayim tivnei chomot Yerushalayim ki vecha levad batachnu melech elam v'nisa adon olamim. Havu godel Eloheinu tenu chavod laTorah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushat. What am I singing? Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti uneromema Shemo yachdav. Now, the Torah is going to come out and make its way all the way around. And if you are so inclined, you might want to reach out and touch the scroll as it goes by. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod ki chov hashamayim uva'aretz chov hashamayim uva'aretz lecha Adonai hamamlacha ve'amit na'aseh lechol lerosh romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lahar kodsho. The Chumash elves are out. Just yesterday we were defining the term. What is a Chumash elf anyway? If you haven't got a Chumash and would like one, put your hand up. Anybody else for a Chumash? Going once, twice? Wait a minute, what do you mean no charge? Ha! It's gotten very complicated. Okay. We have more people than we have. There's chairs on the other side, you know. Anybody want to sit? No, of course not. Okay. Yeah, really. So I need to take a moment to explain to you what is happening. In 2015, we had a class of students who were interested in doing some adult learning and who wanted to celebrate that by demonstrating that they had taken all of this very seriously. And that included, for some of them, learning to read Hebrew for the first time. And for others, it meant learning, brushing up their Hebrew and becoming more proficient in it. And we had a celebration of the culmination of 2 years of study in 2015. And the way it worked out was really quite wonderful because we had a class of 13 students. And I couldn't figure out how we were going to get all of them to read Torah and not be here till Purim. So we held this event on the weekend on which Shavuot occurred. And on the Shabbat of that weekend, we began the reading of the book of Numbers. And so the first group read Torah on Shabbat. And the next morning was Shavuot, and the second group read for Shavuot. Wasn't that clever? Divine intervention. There's no other way to explain that. So every year, when we celebrate Shavuot, we ask the folks who read Torah then to read the Ten Commandments. And we do that again on at the Sisterhood Shabbat, which oddly enough generally coincides with where the Ten Commandments occur in sequence in the book of Exodus as we read from one end of the Torah to the other. So that group gets double exposure every year. But for one reason or another, the Shabbat reading has not enjoyed the same exposure, shall we say. And so we have finally had an occasion when we are here in the sanctuary without other things going on, and we can have the group read Torah for us. And that's this little group of people who are standing over here. They're going to read Torah in a few minutes. Right? Yeah, right? Yes? That's what we think, yes. Now, there were 6 of them who read on that Shabbat morning. But 2 of those people are no longer associated with the congregation. So we have imported at great expense a ringer to to fill in. And the rest, they'll do fine. It's the ringer we're worried about. So without any further ado, I invite you to, if you have a Chumash, to turn to page 909. From the first Torah portion in the book of Numbers, Bamidbar, and the group is going to come over here now, slowly, apparently. Now let me ask you, Delise, you had a talit before that occasion, right?
Yes.
Yes. But you didn't have a talit, and you made this one for the, okay? And this is not the one you wore to the, but you're wearing this one because it's actually cooler. Things we learn. And you got yours in Israel at the same time as you got this one, yes. Yes, right. Right, we did. Well, I didn't. I waited till the bitter end. Right. I spent, 2 weeks in Israel saying, I'm not buying another talit.
She did.
I said that, right? A lot.
Many
I did.
times.
Many times. I am not buying another talit, and I bought another talit. Okay, so let's do this. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, yes. I even have it out ready. See, I have the name. Oh, these people are so difficult. And it's still here. I know. I'm just telling you, it's still here. I know I need to call the Aliyah. I've done this before, you know. Ya'amod Baruch ben Natan Velvel V'Leah levarech al haTorah, ta'amod Rivka bat Elia v'Rachel levarech al haTorah. There, I've done it. Okay. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Asher Baruch Rabonu Mikol Ha'amim V'nosam Lanu Es Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai Nosein HaTorah.
Amen. That is what you call Ashkefardik. Okay then. Starting with verse 40.
Yeah, I see it right there. Okay. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe, Kol Bechor Zichor, Livnei Yisrael mi ben Chodesh v'ma'alah, v'sa et Mispar. Sorry. Shematam ולקחת את הלוויים לי אני אדוני תחת כל בכור בבני ישראל ואת בהמת הלוויים תחת כל בכור I know בבניהם בני no במדמה בהמת B'nai Yisrael. And I can do this very well when I'm not doing it right now.
Vayikod Moshe ka'asher Tziva Adonai oto ekol bechor bivnei Yisrael Vayehi kol bechor zakar mibitzpar shemot miben chodesh v'mala livkudehem shenayim ve'ezrim elef shlosha v'shivim umatayim.
Tell me where to stop. Tell me where to stop.
Where are you starting?
I'm starting Veda there. Right here.
Okay.
Yeah. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, קח את הלוויים תחת כל בכור בבני ישראל, ואת בהמת הלוויים תחת בהמתם, ויהיו לי הלוויים, אני אדוני, ואת...
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Wait a minute, that's 44. Yeah, now we're at 46.
How did we... Oh, okay.
Did you
Okay,
start
yes,
at 40?
yes, because
Oh,
it's...
because 44 is only this one.
That's
Do you-
right.
Do you have another
No.
version?
I just, it's so short that, yeah.
ואת פדויי השלושה והשביעים והמאתיים העודפים על הלוויים מבכור בני ישראל. ולקחת חמשת שקלים לגולגלת בשקל הקודש תיקח עזרים גרה השקל that's the end of mine.
Yeah. ונתת הכסף לאהרון ובניו פדויי העודפים בהם, ויקח משה את כסף הפדיום מאת פדויי העודפים, מאת, I keep doing that, מאת העודפים על פדויי הלוויים. Yeah.
Okay, next. I got it.
Yep.
מאת בכור בני ישראל לקח את הכסף, 65,300 בשקל הקודש. וייתן משה את כסף הפדויים לאהרון ולבניו, על פי אדוני, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה.
That'd be it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nosan lanu Torah emes v'chayei olam notah b'tzoteinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yishar kochechem. Yishar kochechem. No. You may be seated. No, you have to wait here because you're going to have a broche. You're going to have a broche. A broche.
Yeah.
Now I need this thing again. מי שברך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את ברוך בן נתן ולבל ואליה, בעבור שעלה לכבוד המקום ולכבוד התורה. בשכר זה הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמרהו ויצילהו מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיו עם כל ישראל ונאמר אמן. And מי שברך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את רבקה בת אליה ורחל, בעבור שעלתה לכבוד המקום ולכבוד התורה. בשכר זה הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמרها ויצילها מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיה עם כל ישראל ונאמר Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless Barry and Roz, since they have come up to the Torah in honor of God and Torah. May they merit from the Holy One a blessing, protection, rescue from any trouble or distress, and from any illness, minor or serious. May God send blessing and success in their every endeavor. And together with all Israel we say, Amen. And now you have to do the yeah. We are in a part of the Torah service that is called identified by the opening words of the prayer, Mi Sheberach, may the one who blessed, and it goes on to say, may the one who blessed our ancestors, and we just read that for Barry and Roz, but there is another version of it which you know as well, which is about offering prayers for the sick. And so that's what we're going to do now. And we are going to start with the names, and we'll take our opportunity to offer prayers a little more broadly than that in a few minutes, and then we'll go to the music. So this Shabbat, the congregation is offering prayers for the well-being of the following members: Beverly Adler, Robert Berg, Elaine Bialer, Barry Brown, Andrea Chasen, Arlene Cohen, Bernie Cohen, Freda Cohen, Susan Dogan, Marianne Fink, Batsheva Sarah Gamaran, Richard Hoffing, Liz Jacobs, Marcia Katz, Verdna Kelly, Carolyn Corlin, Marlis Markovitz, Bonnie Meyer, Amy Mogil, Paula Newberger, Faye Nippon, Leslie Rapkin, Fanny Reese, Betty Sarlin, Jacqueline Schindler, Mark Schoenholtz, Barry Schwartz, Joe Sheff, Norman Toff, Ruth Turchin, Don Zion, Stanley Zarofsky, Leslie Zwain, Amit Ben Shirley, Ariel Bat Rivka, Ariella Bat Shoshana, Chana Pesa Bat Golda, Chava Bat Esther Malka, Chaya Esther Bat Chana, Devorah Bat Ruth, Esther Badana Bat Shena Malka, Henya Rachel Bat Sarah, Heshleb Ben Devorah, Yosef Shmuel Ben Bertha, Leb Shalom Ben Fege Rachel, Manya Bat Fredel, Masha Bat Esther, Menachem Ben Frima, Mindela Bat Frima, Mordechai Ben Sarah, Moshe Hersh Ben Rivka, Pesach Lev Ben Sarah, Sarah Mindel Bat Chanalea, Shenalea Bat Devorah, Shirley Bat Sarah, Shulamit Bat Zilla, Velvel Ben Hindabela, and Yonatan Ben Chasya. Now I'm going to ask you to take this next few moments to offer prayers for the people who are on your own personal Mishaberach list. And as you're thinking about those people, please articulate the names silently. And let's offer some prayers for the people of the Ukraine. Let's offer prayers for people in this country in particular, but anywhere in the world who are dealing with the aftermath of gun violence. Let's offer prayers for people dealing with the effects of climate change. And let's offer prayers for the people of Israel and the people in the Gaza Strip, that they may be spared from further violence. Let's offer prayers for our country. And let's offer a prayer for our planet. And now let's go to the music.
אז נתחזק ונתרפא.
Fortaleceremos y nos curaremos. 我们很坚强，我们会康复好起来，加油！ Nous sommes fortifiés et guéris. Самартван, Орсвастбонги. И тогда мы станем крепче и сильнее.
Turn it to the ark, please rise. Yep. Then it's under there. Page 374. Yahalelu et Shem Adonai ki nizgav shemo levado. Hodo al eretz v'shamayim Vayarem keren. No, that's backwards. Tehillah lechol chasidav livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Eitz chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'natshuva Chodesh Chodesh Yameinu Chodesh Yameinu kekedem. As I was reading this Torah reading the other day, and I was thinking about how precise and particular the text is about how this procedure unfolded. The Levites were going to substitute for the firstborn of the Israelites. And at the beginning of this episode, Moses is sent out to take a census, get the names of all the firstborn of the Israelites. And there were 22,273 of them. That's what it says. And then they were to come and present themselves in front of Aaron. And the Levites were to take their place. So I envision two lines, very long lines. Levites here, firstborn sons of Israel here. And the first person in line steps aside, and a Levite steps into his position. And that firstborn son now goes home to be part of the family economy. Then the next son steps, the firstborn son steps out, and a Levite takes his place. And so it goes all the way down the line. And then they run out of Levites to take the place of the firstborn sons. There were 22,273 Levites, and they're 273 short because there were more firstborn sons than there were Levites. And the matter is resolved without any dispute or anything like that. The way it's resolved, as the text says, is the ones who are the extras, if you will, have to pay, and the price is 5 shekels per head, according to the sanctuary weight, it says. And so they pay, and then the firstborn sons are relieved of their duty. And the Levites take over whatever it was the firstborn sons are going to do, and the firstborn sons go home and do whatever they do now. And this is all very well and good, but unlike many things that happen in the wilderness story, it doesn't stop there. This is a ritual which is continued to this day in traditional Jewish communities, where the firstborn son of an Israelite cannot continue to function in the sanctuary, and you have to buy his his way back. And this ceremony is called Pidyon Haben. Not Pidyon Haben, but Pidyon Haben. And it is a ceremony that is held on the day or after that newborn baby turns 30 days. Because our sages said until they made it through 30 days, it wasn't a sure thing. And that's true because of the high incidence of infant mortality in antiquity. So I was looking at that and thinking, this business of running out of Levites to substitute for the firstborn sons is problematic. And you can tell that this was resolved, that the writer of this section was a male. You can tell that. Because it's just established. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. Have you ever been out to dinner with a group of people and the men take the bill, and between them the men settle the bill, right? And they say, well, let's see, there are six of us, done. Have you seen that? Yeah, I'm not the only one who has seen that, right? What happens when women do it? They nickel and dime you to death. That's exactly right. The women want to know, what did you order? Yes. No. And you had an extra order, a side order of French fries? Oh, no. And someone is going to say, well, I didn't order that. So when the women do it, we'd still be in the wilderness working this out if the mothers had been resolving this. And that is not how it worked out. And I've just been struck by that very strongly this year. That it's interesting that this little episode is so neatly resolved without any debate or anybody saying, well, wait a minute, why that price? Maybe we can get a bargain. These were not experienced Jews. They were new. They didn't bargain. They were new at this. But it's interesting to me that it resolves very neatly. Nobody questions it, and we go about our business. And the only way that we mark this transition in the life of the community in the wilderness is by preserving this practice of buying the firstborn sons of the Israelites out of their obligation to serve in the temple, even though there is no temple. And that's the funny part. We're still doing this, even though there's no temple. So, tradition, going back to that day in the wilderness when they all lined up, the last thought I want to share with you is the word that keeps occurring towards the end of this reading, and it is the word odfim, which means extras. Od means more, and odfim are the extras. In modern Hebrew today, odef is the change you get when you pay for something. And this is hard to understand because nobody does that anymore, right? You give a card, and they put the exact number. Yes, but that's the current usage of that term. And so when I read this section, and the same term is used for change as it is for the leftovers, the people for whom there is not a Levite to substitute, I always think, oh, those were the change. 22,000 and change. That's how many Levites they had. That's how many firstborns they had, and only 22,000 Levites, no change at all. Well, there you are. That's a sideways look at the Torah reading. We're going to continue on page 586 with the Aleinu. Please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. And we read together, may we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding, loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This Shabbat, we are remembering Leslie Bloom, sister of Helene Basson, Charles Dane, father of Martin Dane, Samuel Laser, father of Sheila Goldberg, Ethan Zander, nephew of Marcia Karp, Dorothy Katz, mother of Bernard Katz, Norman Aspis, uncle of Robin Kitzmiller, Anna Udowin, grandmother of Eric Olino, Helen Goldenkrantz, mother of Susan Pernick, Celia Weiser, mother of Betty Scher, Saul Pollock, father of Rochelle Seitzman, Bernice Shannon, mother of Jean Shannon, Esther Green, grandmother of Marcia Stein, Nancy Winston, mother of Mitch Tandit, Avram Hertzberg, Ram Miyuchas, Harry Margulies, Howard M. Davis, Norman Aspis, and Marcia Marshall, mother of Sharon Kubik. And we are completing tonight the counting of Shloshim, or the reciting of Kaddish during Shloshim for Gilda Atkins, mother of Michelle Atkins Schaefer. And we begin tonight saying Kaddish during Shloshim for Eugene Udowin, father of Eric Olino. Kaddish is on page 598. Sorry, 598. Please rise for Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei u'v'yomei u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh Vithadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shmei de Kudsha, Brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata, Vishirata, Tushbechata, Venechamata, Damiran be'alma, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Ose shalom bimromav, Huyase shalom, Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Please be seated. Announcements. Woo! Announcements. There you go.
We'd like to thank the rabbi and all of the participants that were on the Bima this evening. I'm sorry?
It is on.
Is it?
On.
Should I need to speak up?
It's on.
Oh,
It's on.
Okay. We want to certainly thank our amazing text team.
Yeah.
Their efforts we want to acknowledge tonight, and it's with great gratitude that we let them know how much we appreciate them. The Oneg tonight is sponsored by the family of Marcia and Dick Marshall, and it's to honor Marcia's yahrzeit. Our announcements at this point: Tuesday, the 23rd, Sisterhood Board meeting via Zoom, 9:30 to 10:30. Continuing Hebrew via Zoom, 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Biblical Hebrew Grammar, Zoom, 3 to 4:30. Wednesday, the 24th, choir practice, 7 to 8:30. Thursday, the 25th, Biblical Hebrew via Zoom, 1:30 to 3. Jewish Studies, Basic Jewish Literacy via Zoom, 3 to 4:30. On Friday, the Shabbat services, it will be live streaming in person, 7:30 to 9. And Saturday, the 27th, Shabbat morning service and a Yizkor service.
And Shavuot will be observed then as well.
Yes.
And that's when the other group is going to be reading Torah.
And that's going to be in person at 10 a.m., lunch and Torah study in person, 11:30 to 1:30.
And on Friday evening, the choir is singing.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Happy to hear that.
Yes.
Do we have any simchas we'd like to share tonight?
Yeah, my younger son just completed, after 9 years, his PhD.
Tell us his name.
What, in what?
In medical administration.
Oh, and what is his name?
His name is Mark.
Wish him our congratulations. That's wonderful.
We know there's another simcha out here, another celebration. Somebody, we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm working on it. Yes, go ahead, Barbara.
Next Sunday night, my middle grandson is getting married in Chicago.
Oh.
And you're going to be there.
I am going to be there.
Yes, as a good grandmother would be.
With
yes.
bells on, wonderful. Congratulations.
She should wear clothes. I don't care what you say.
Mazel tov. Stay safe till you get there.
Yes, exactly. And now it's coming to me. I feel that there is a birthday today. Somebody has a birthday today. Oh, it's over here. The vibe is coming from over here.
Sure it's not in the back?
That too.
I don't hear anything coming from. Just a minute. Oh no, it's something coming from the back too. They're coming from all over the. Over here, there's a birthday. Is it your birthday?
Yes.
You? Is it today? Whoa! I bet you can't guess how old she is.
I'm thinking that she's going to be 16 very soon.
Her mother hopes not.
I know.
So, no, she's actually 9 now.
9.
Yeah. She was only 8 yesterday. It just feels like yesterday she was 8. Right?
Another single digit year for
That's
you.
That's it. Then it's all over. And we know that there's another birthday. Diane is celebrating her birthday today. So when we get back into the Oneg room in a few minutes, we are going to sing our birthday song to each one of them. And we need you all there, so when this is all over, get in there in a hurry so we can do this. Don't leave. Whatever you do, don't leave till we've had at you. Are you done then? Thank you. Well, we have been concluding services for many weeks now, with one exception, with Hallelujah. And this is no exception, but this is an interesting version of it, so I hope you enjoy it.
Right.
Hallelujah, bekocho, hallelujah, birkia uzo, hallelujah, vig vorotaf. Hallelujah, kerov gudlo, hallelujah, beteka shafor, hallelujah, beneva vechinor. Hallelujah, 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 betov umachol, hallelujah, beminim ve'ogav, hallelujah, betziltzil shama. Hallelujah, betziltzil truah, kol anshama tehalya, kol anshama tehalya. Hallelujah, hallelujah,
Shabbat Shalom. Turn your phones back on and join us for Kiddush, for Motzi anyway, in the Oneg room.
Hallelujah.